Today, we're going to talk through this loaded college basketball slate. We're going to craft up some winners on PrizePicks, and we're changing up the squad ride. This is Behind the Lines. Disney adults scare the shit out of me. They need to be put on a list. Look, you go on a family trip to Disney every once in a while, once a year, sure. As long as you're not rocking the Mickey Mouse ears and you don't got the satchel with the pins,
you know
we're okay.
All got those, dude.
Yo, Rav, you buying back in?
He says he thinks he's buying back in, which means fades.
Wow.
The Steelers. Again, this system is 100% profitable. Those do not grow on trees, folks. So if you want to get involved, all you got to do is fade a Steelers fan. Find a Steelers fan, number one. Number two, fade them. Cereal is one of the fakest sharp foods you can eat. Big Breakfast has forced cereal down our throats for years, and I'm on to it. If you don't see me on this show tomorrow, you know who did it. It's Big Breakfast. What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Wednesday, episode 858 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Jovan, presented by Pikkit Sports. If you're not using Pikkit Sports every single day, like old Krabs, like Jovan, like the rest of the Bookit squads, what are you doing? Start using Pikkit Sports every single day. Go download that puppy on the App Store or Google Play and start using Pikkit every day. Check out that app. Download it right now before you forget. W Pikkit. W Jovan, W Goots, W Chat. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Wednesday. We got Sade getting the party started with a 5-unit sub whale.
Yes, Sade. In 1,500. It's just.
Wow.
Just.
Wow. Yep.
That's hard.
That's just unbelievable heart.
That is an insane amount of subbies. Sade, always showing heart, my man. Appreciate you, boss. W Sade. You're him. Appreciate you, beast. Yeah, Ty G says, here for the fades. Yeah, I don't blame you. There's nothing we can't chirp back at this point. So we deserve every chirp. We deserve every, mean comment in the chat. There's nothing we should be, arguing about. There's nothing we should be, nobody we should be blocking. You guys are right. Yeah, all the chirps are much deserved at this point. So we're going to change up the squad ride today. Do things a little bit differently. First, let's go ahead and recap. Let's get it over with. Nebraska cake, shit bet.
Shit play. It's a miracle they even got that far, but they are who we thought they were. Fraud dog shit team. Shit bet.
Yep. Squad rides are now 0-6 in February. 0-6. What's up, iWager Sports? Thanks for dropping a subby on the YouTube. Appreciate you, boss. Dubs. Let's recap the Sharp report from yesterday. See how we did overall. I went 3-2. Nothing to write home about. We take it. Jovan 2-3. Good bet on BYU.
Yep.
And Ace Glass.
Ace Glass.
Yep.
Was never on glass.
Yep. Dylan Brooks, 15 points in the first quarter.
He was squirting.
And then he didn't do shit the rest of the game. Barely squeaked over. Crazy. There was a chance where at the end of the game we were sweating it, seeing if he could still go under. After 15 points in the first, that is insane. LSU was also the fake Sharp play of the day. Want to go ahead and get that one on record. LSU was a joke of a play. No Deaton Thomas. That team is just dead. They stink. Miami was maybe the best play of the night. That was a great free, pretty much wire-to-wire.
That was free as pop.
ML wager, and it was always fading UNC off their big win on Saturday. No need to overcomplicate it, right? Great spot. And I like Jay Lucas. I like the new coach. I like Miami. I like that roster. They're a tournament team. Solid squad.
It might be them.
Krabs, what a call last night with Pitts. I spy another one tonight. It's JJJ Quack. Let me know, bro.
Yeah,
it was a great play.
I thought they were about to blow that at the end.
Yeah, they almost did.
They came damn close.
They almost blew it. Nothing to really celebrate too much because the plays have just been so bad the last month and a half. But back-to-back winning days, which is good. I mean, there's some light at the end of the tunnel there. 4-2-1 for me yesterday. Pretty blown about the soccer match. West Ham. They were up the entire game. Goots, I didn't know. I was on the Spaces.
They just
And they gave up a goal with a minute left in the game.
who's
so.
deciding extra time, man? 7 minutes was just
Yeah, seven was pretty fat for that.
horrid. Yeah, I mean it's just that late goal. That happens all the time.
Yep.
This was a push.
I guess we'll take a push.
Yeah, I really did think that was a plus 250 winner, but
Yeah.
we will take a push. We'll move.
Yeah. ND showed heart. Tries
Would have been a really good day yesterday if that came through. But went 4-2-1 yesterday. I'm just going to start recapping all my plays I take at the beginning of BTL so you guys know it's good. 4-2-1 yesterday. Nebraska was a loser. LSU was probably the worst bet of the night. Lost by 30 to Arkansas, who might just be goods. Pitt plus 17 was, just an incredible wager. They were covering the entire game. It got weird at the end. So it got sweaty. They had to make a layup, actually, with like 40 seconds left.
No.
But they were within the number the entire game, pretty much. Arizona State, great wager. They showed a lot of heart.
Peepaw.
A lot of heart. TCU, great play.
Peepaw.
Free, outright, storming the courts, and Javon's fading his own school. Miami plus 1.5, free bet. And then Nebraska, like I said, on the ML, that was cake. So we'll take it. Wish the squad ride hit, obviously, but 4-2-1, maybe we're getting some momentum on our side. Okay? If anybody was in the spaces last night as well, I appreciate you getting involved. We almost hit a
That's six
man.
man. Goose.
The first 4 squares hit.
It was that Arizona State SGP.
Yep, they both lost. Victorious Miller, what a name. He fouled out. And Mo Odom played terrible, to be honest.
Horrible.
He did not play well.
Horrible.
And they still somehow found a way to win, which is impressive. So, yep. Do watch streaks work by just daily watching BTL or every show that pops up on Twitch? I think you got to do every show.
It's all the Bookit streams.
It's all. Oh yeah, yeah. You're probably right.
It's every time we go live on Twitch on
yeah.
this channel.
Yeah.
You have to be in there. Okay. Word. All right. Written by Zach, 5-stream streak. We appreciate you, boss. Say it again for those subbies. You're him. W say. Okay. Yeah, Krabs won the Battle Berg, but nobody's talking about that. That's all right.
Krabs got a Berg win.
I'll talk about it. For some reason, I decided to side with Jovan last night. Jeez.
Shoots is always on the wrong side of the Berg.
I always am. I need to stop betting them.
Yep.
Just don't bet them.
I agree. Recap king of the board. Great job, Jovan. Ace glass. What a name and great square.
Yep.
I don't know how many he ended with, but it was certainly less than 3.5. So
it was a miracle he even got 2.
Good play. What a name. What a play. Great king of the board play. Finally off the schneid and in the win column there. So it's going to be a tough uphill battle against the board of you boys. They're 2-0. Looks like they faded Sangoon as well yesterday. Okay. Took his lesson PRI.
Sure.
That was free. And then the Yap boys need to pick it up here a little bit. They are 0-2. Okay. Good to see we are back in the win column now for king of the board. Let's finish the week strong. Let's go 3-0 the rest of the week. See if we can make some magic happen. Okay.
Speaking of magic, Krabs, now that we got the recaps, maybe we can set some tone here. Got a gift for you.
We got the V8.
Not the V8 yet,
Dude.
but I have a gift.
This one right here?
Yep. Tops now, Bowman U.
That's college football?
College.
So there's a Hokie in here. Is it Kyron Drones?
It's college.
All right, is Kyron Drones in this packet?
You might have to open it to find out.
That's the love of the rip. You got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Hold it up as high as you can.
Tops now, just so you know, is to immortalize just really great moments that happen in I guess a lot of baseball.
Is it for this past college football season?
You can get them from really any time. But right. there was a recent drop that they had of something that was happening.
Is it James Franklin? James Franklin card?
Just open it and find out.
Nah.
Can't even see it. What even is it?
You might need to take that thing off, but it's poopy.
Open the case.
From way downtown, hits a half-court buzzer beater. Boopy Miller.
When you're damn near in the background of the car. We were like couple inches off of the camera, which that would have been
Wow.
so
And you
funny.
can see the VT logo at the top of the card, too.
Yeah, the Hokies are front and center.
So hoping there be no Hokie on this card. There's a Hokie on the card. Unbelievable, dude. Boopy Miller put on his hero cape to save his SMU Mustangs from defeat with a miraculous buzzer beater against Virginia Tech. Senior guard collected 24 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, including a half-court shot that sealed a 77-76 thrilling win over the Hokies. With his point total, Miller tallied his 24th straight contest in double figures. Thanks, Jovan. Appreciate that one, brother. Unbelievable.
So you have something to always remember that moment by, because I'm sure you might have forgot that happened with you
Yeah, I
live in
did.
person.
Yeah, I actually did for a little bit. I forgot about that for a couple weeks. Really appreciate that. I can't believe they send that. They give you that nice little case.
Yep.
They give you some foam in there so the card doesn't get ruined. So they give you this cool package for a Boopy Miller card against Virginia Tech basketball. What a waste of resources.
I was really wondering what it was when Jovan showed me this morning, but he
Talk
actually
about hurting
went,
the environment right here. It's a waste of resources right
he
here.
went to Tops Now and ordered that. That could have been the 101.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
You never know.
There's a chance it was the one.
Could've been the 101.
Imagine if Krabs got the 101.
That would have been just.
I don't even know if they do numbered for the college basketball ones.
They
but
might. I mean, that
would
Tops
be
Now
so
is-
funny.
Yeah.
Super fractor
Unbelievable.
boopy.
So we got no V8. We just got Boopy Miller cards.
Just boopy.
Dude,
Boopy delivered.
unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. I can't believe it, really. I really can't believe it. And I thought it was going to be a Kyron Jones card. I think this might be worse. Might be worse. I still could see the frickin' fire cannons going off behind the basketball hoop.
I was
Yeah.
so hoping those were going to be.
How
in
is
the
that not
card.
on the image?
I know. It's just the.
You
the
would have
actual
thought it'd be
shot.
like from behind and the fire going up.
That would
I
have
don't
been.
know. I'm not a fucking
unbelievable.
Tops card designer, but I would have made it a little bit more creative.
Unfortunately, there might not have been any Hokies moments recently that they put on a card. So
Yeah, I was
that's the
looking
one
when
you're
I
getting.
got it online. I was
Yeah.
like, are there any leftover Hokies? Anything that you can get
Yeah.
from Tops Now? Because they kind of drop them like periodically. They don't leave them on the site for a while normally.
Mm.
There's nothing there.
Not a lot of great moments in Virginia Tech sports history recently.
Yeah, I mean, there's only like for college, only a handful of them anyway.
Okay.
So it's not even like there are certainly no TCU ones.
Well,
There's
maybe
only-
after last night, there could be.
Yeah, I guess there might be. There wasn't like a specific player that did anything though.
It should just say Jovan fades his own school and comes up with cake.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's move. Before we get into the plays for today, let's talk about Manscaped. Manscaped, great product. Manscaped, we're still waiting for a promo code. Still waiting patiently. Beard Hedger. Gonna trim this puppy up before I see my girlfriend this weekend. Using the Beard Hedger from Manscaped, W product. The body buffer as well will get you right. If you're not using a body buffer in the Big 2.6, figure it out. Figure it out. Change your life. Get a body buffer up and moving. Don't buy it just yet. Okay, we got to get you a promo code. But W Manscaped, they got plenty of products, plenty of aura. They'll get you right. If you're a gentleman in a relationship or looking for a relationship and you're not using Manscaped products, figure it out. Okay, this could help you out. You're going to like the way you look. Okay, W Manscaped. Also, if you want to buy a new Bookit hat, we do have the hats up on the site. If you go to the Bookit website and click the merch tab at the top, it'll take you to our Shopify link and you can purchase a Bookit hat. W Bookit hats.
Yes.
Okay.
Fire hats.
Fire hats. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Blake chuckles. Good question, though. All right. W link droppage as well. A squad ride got a hit for a promo code. Yeah, that might be it. Well, maybe they're waiting for a squad ride to hit. Yep. All right. Cool. I know, Boston Sports Dork. I apologize, boss. I apologize. I take full blame. Okay. Also, the squad ride's going to be a little bit different today. We're going to change some things up. Jovan, I'm putting my foot down. I'm going to just pick it myself. Go for it. Yep.
Wow.
I'm going to do what I did more of in the past. We still had the chat vote, but I would be more just weeding out cake in the past Recently, it's been more just me taking 2 plays from me, 2 plays from you, and we pick the wrong ones every fucking time. I'm tired of it. I'm putting my foot down. I want to take full blame, full responsibility for losers on this show, like I have been doing, and hearing it from absolutely everybody on the feed. Deservingly so. Deservingly so. The hate is deserved at this point for how shitty the plays have been. It's all my fault. Not blaming the chat whatsoever for picking the wrong plays. But I'm at the point where if I'm taking the blame, I'm making the pick. I want to weed out the cake. So we're going to be changing it up a little bit today. No more squad ride poll. I'm putting my foot down. I'm tired of losing. I'm weeding out the cake. I'm picking the winner myself.
Pick that shit, Krabs.
Done losing.
Drop feet and drop meat.
I'm done losing. I'm done taking the blame for the losers. If I'm taking the blame for the losers, I want to pick the play. We're going to turn the tides, flip the script, change the narrative, and we're going to start hitting squad rides tonight. We're going to hit our first squad ride of February tonight.
Gotta start somewhere.
It starts today. It starts today. Changes have been made. Okay? W's. Slander, I appreciate the 5-stream streak. Now we can move on. And no, it's not the chat's fault, BA. Did you listen to anything I just fucking said?
Pretty much just said exactly the opposite of that.
It's completely my fault for putting the wrong 2 plays from me and 2 plays from Jovan. So instead of doing that and having you guys weed through the cake yourself, I'm going to make the call myself and weed out the cake. It is my fault completely that the squad rides have been moose shit because I have not put my foot down earlier. BA could not be less of the chat's fault. It's my fault for not giving you winning options. Open your fucking ears. Let's move.
Now we tap.
Let's move. Let's talk about the plays for today. And what better way to start than talking about the Virginia Tech Hokies? Yep. Yep. Speak of the Devils. Speak of the Devils. Speak of the Hokies. The Hokies are covering this game tonight. Shit, they might even win. Already locked them in. Might have to sprinkle on the ML here. I got them at plus 8.5 against Clemson. Here's the thing about this game. Backs are officially against the wall for the Hokies. This is actually a must-need spot. I know we talk about must-need spots.
Really a must-need.
This is 100%
the biggest game of their season.
Yep. Biggest game of their season by far. By far. Not even close. They have to go into Clemson, and they have to win this game. I think they can. Couple reasons why. On the interior, Clemson is baby shit soft. They don't have a great big. Luckily, the Hokies have Toby Lawal. They have Amari Hansberry, who should absolutely grub, have an advantage on the boards. Gerdak as well, coming in off the bench. Maybe even Dorn, the guy from Germany who's supposed to be good, who sucks. He might show up and do something today in the paint. They had a decent matchup for it. And Clemson doesn't score a ton, which is huge because we might not score a ton either against that Clemson defense. This is going to be an old school throwback type of vibe, an old school ACC brutal physical battle. If you check the injury report for the Hokies today, you'll see that a lot of our redshirt freshmen are all hurt. I wonder if it's been a pretty tough week of practice this week. Maybe some of the veterans are throwing some bows, getting a little pissed off in practice, and they've hurt some of the younger guys. Because if you check the injury report, there's like 6 guys on that list now. It's probably been a pretty tough week of practice under Coach Mike Young, who's probably tired of the shit. He's probably tired of blown leads, and he's tired of playing against these good opponents, hanging in there, covering the spreads, but not pulling out the W of late. That changes tonight. I think they can go in there and win this game outright on the ML, but I'll take them on the spread against Clemson, who's won 4 games in a row, fading Godfrey, fading the Tigers at home, backing Neo. Let's hope he doesn't shoot 30 times in this game. Mainly backing Ben Hammonds. And Toby Lawal and Hansberry, who have a very good matchup against the soft interior in Clemson. Give me VT.
Sure. I would love to give you shit for the Hokies, but I like the Hokies too.
They're covering
I'm
tonight.
with you on that. This is really back against the wall.
Yep.
This is a last second game winner, one way or the other type of game.
Yep. VT's covering today, folks. Get on board. Jovan, what are you crafting up over there?
The Bulls are winning tonight. And what could be sneaky, a really fucking good game, just like it was the first time around, which was weird. USF, I think they were probably like laying a touchdown-ish in that one. I remember looking at it, but they're bigger favorites. They lost in overtime in Tampa at home. So it was one of the more surprising results that they've had in the American Conference so far this year. And it was because like Wichita State's a little bigger of a team, so like it's the classic like whenever Bama runs into a bigger team, you figure there's got to be something to give there because they're going to try and outrun them, outshoot them. Sometimes you just get beat physically, and Wichita State kind of did that. It was still a run and gun game that ended in the 80s, but it was kind of different than USF style. Now that they've seen it, now that they're going on the road and talk about like spots that have been hitting more so in college basketball than not. The road favorites that are in like the sharp spots, cough, cough, BYU are the ones that have been coming through a little bit more. But when you've seen them one time, I feel like you have everything you need. And USF didn't like shoot bad in that game necessarily. It was just they were giving up way too much from three. Wichita State's a good 3-point shooting team. They don't shoot them volume wise, but they shoot them efficiently. And USF's 3-point defense is not all that good. But I think they're going to have to do that again, which is a little bit of a problem, I think, against USF. So like running and gunning against them again, I think will be a big time challenge, even though Wichita State is at home in this game. But I like USF to bounce back and get their little revenge win on the road this time.
Okay. Yep. Getting their lick back on the road as favorites. Sure, Wichita's catching a little bit of steam. I bet when we check those Pikkit splits, Wichita is probably a little public at home here.
Maybe. I don't really know what I would expect from that game.
They've already beat them once. Same-ish records. They're home. They're going to be public. We'll check it here in a moment.
Yeah.
Dude, swinging around. Got one more straight bet, or two more straight bets, excuse me, for the people today. Too focused on the Hokies. How about the beloved Queens?
Wait.
How about Queens? Queens has been pretty good this year, honestly. They're starting to heat up. Now they are playing a better team tonight. Queens is playing Austin Peay, who's quietly 17-6. This Austin Peay team is on fire right now. They've won 9 of their last 10 games. They're playing really good basketball right now. They're streaking. Queens got off to a pretty good start this season. They dropped a couple games recently, but they are coming off of back-to-back W's after 3 straight L's. So moving in the right direction for Queens here, the Royals. And I like the Royals at home as favorites against Austin Peay, who's been much better of late. I'll take Queens, a very well-coached team that came up from D2 a couple of years ago, and they've been overperformer since. I'll back Nasir Mann, the senior from Gainesville, who I think played at McNeese originally. And Nasir Mann has been carrying this offense of late. This Queens team always has good guards, and now they have Nasir Mann, and they have Yoav Berman, who's a pretty good sophomore from Israel, who averages over 12 points per game as well. This Queens team, they can score. They like to run. They like to push the tempo a little bit. They can make Austin Peay a little uncomfortable in this game. I'll go ahead and fade the red-hot Austin Peay squad here, coming in off of 6 wins in a row, and I will back Queens as favorites with a much worse record here. I think they have a little bit of momentum after back-to-back W's. Let's hope they can stay hot at home.
Sure. About the Royals.
Yep.
The Hokies and the Royals on the card might make the difference.
Yeah.
Might be the difference.
Yep.
Today.
Good day. Good
So
day.
in on there.
All right. What else are you crafting up?
Thunder dropping Nuck today. 20-point blowout. Suns are on their back half of their back-to-back. It's their last game before the All-Star break. It's not the Thunder's because the Thunder play tomorrow.
Okay.
But the Suns just played last night. God knows they have nobody listed on their injury report yet, but I wouldn't be shocked if somebody shows up. The Thunder, we know, obviously, are without SGA. But regardless, unless they're like missing Dylan Brooks, which again is a possibility, we don't know what's going to happen with them. We'll find out, I'm sure, the next couple hours. But the Suns have been really good on defense. So like a lot of what they've been doing is shutting down the number one option. They do like what the Heat used to do before they turned into the super fast team. They shut down the number one option. They make everybody else beat you. It would be a little different if they had SGA, but right now the number one option offensively is Jalen Williams. The less he shoots, the better, because he's horseshit, god-awful basketball player. When everybody else gets involved in this offense, that's when they play their best basketball, whether it's Chet, whether it's Lu Dort, whether it's Hartenstein inside, whether it's any of the shooters off the bench. That is when the Thunder are at their best. And sure, like you might be playing a little undermanned and a little different style with Suns defense, but the principles are going to stay the same. When everybody else gets involved, that's when they win. That's when they play good basketball. 6 for 17 from Jalen Williams like he did last game, even though it was a win. That's not the offense that wins games against tough defenses like this. So everybody else getting involved, that's exactly when I want to bet in the Thunder. And again, I think there is something to be said for them being on the front half of their back-to-back before the All-Star break and the Suns being on the back half. I don't know what the fuck they care about this game or how they feel going into the break, but the Thunder still have this one and then the Bucks tomorrow. So probably a tougher spot for them come tomorrow than today.
Okay. Great sell job. Laying Nuck with the Thunder here. Big favorite. Said this is not their last game of the season. They play again tomorrow.
Yeah, they play again tomorrow before the break. The Suns, this is their last game.
All right. Dubs. I got one more straight bet for you guys. 3 college basketball plays today, 3 winners. Okay. This one might be the nastiest line of the 3 plays I'm talking about today, and that's Samford laying 5.5 against Wofford. Wofford has been a pleasant surprise. They poached the VT assistant coach. What do you know? They're 17-8, and they're absolutely on fire. They've won 4 of their last 5. They're playing pretty good ball. They're at the top of their conference. Wofford also beat Samford not too long ago, just a couple weeks ago. They already beat them by 10 points, Jovan. They were minus 3.5. Wofford was. They were favorites at home, and they covered with ease. They won that game 88-78. Now, the second game around, Samford is not only a favorite, which is kind of weird. So you think it'd maybe be a pick 'em. It is at Samford, so they're going to get a little bit of line respect. But after losing the first game, you'd think this would be closer to a pick 'em. 5.5 on the spread here for Samford at home. Sitting at 13-12, barely over 500. Minus 3.5 against Wofford, who already spanked that ass once this season. Sitting at 17-8. That's a crazy line. I want in. And this Jaden Booth kid, if you guys haven't seen Jaden Booth hoop a little bit for Samford, averages 21 points per game. This kid is an absolute bucket senior, really good shooter. He's going to carry this team to a big-time W. Samford wins by 10-plus points tonight. The nastiest line on the college basketball slate. It has to be Samford.
Wow, shout out to Samford.
Yeah, nasty one. Probably my favorite play.
Not see that one coming.
Them and the
card.
Hokies.
I like that play, though.
Them and the Hokies.
You have a sneaky, really good card.
Yeah.
Kind of bought in.
Yep. 2 of our teams here, Queens, BT, and then nastiest line of the day in Samford.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Jovan, you got one more straight bet for the peeps?
I do.
Okay.
Washington, I think, offensively is going to score at will against Penn State tonight, which it's like one of those weird, like 12.5 point spreads, which I feel like, especially in the Big Ten, like I hate betting the favorite in those, but I especially hate betting the favorite in those because it seems like it always comes down pretty close to the line for the most part.
Yep.
But Penn State, I think if they cover this game, it's going to have to be with them just scoring with Washington because Washington's a big team. Like if you look at Penn State, like their interior defense is terrible. Their defense as a whole is god awful, which is why you see, I mean, some of the point outputs that you've seen across Big Ten play, one of the reasons they've been so bad.
Yeah.
But they have no interior presence. So like Washington, they've had a couple of tricky games as of recent where like their offense hasn't looked fantastic. And a lot of that's because they're in spots against bigger teams or at least like more physical teams like Illinois, Michigan State, Michigan, like a lot of those, even like I'll put UCLA kind of in that category just because they can match up well with them. But like, Hans Steinbach can do whatever he wants against this team comparatively to all of those games that I just listed where he has to play like a little bit on the outside and can't really clog the paint and they don't have like their guards in the most comfortable spot. Now you're going to. He's probably going to drop a 25-point double-double in this game. And you look at the games where not only have they played smaller teams, but when Steinbach has had a great matchup, that's when they're scoring 80 points in the Big Ten. And again, they haven't had many of those games as of late because they're playing all of these slower and bigger teams. Now you finally get one. And looking at their schedule, they also have a stretch now with Penn State, Minnesota, Maryland, Rutgers, Wisconsin. So like those are all games where I think they're probably going to get into a little offensive rhythm. This one's the first one. I think they're going to score 90 points on this team.
An absolute knuckening. Got an interesting square here from the chat. Can Van Dam says super crabby system play in women's college basketball. Check Avery Hoswell scored 34 last game, 12.5 point square today.
No.
Don't mind if I do.
No. They don't have charts for those, I don't think.
And they also don't even have her up. Oh, wait. Avery Howell. Okay. Yep. On Washington. Okay.
Wow.
Right.
Double Washington.
Yeah, no charts, but all right, I'm down to fade. Hopefully Iowa's defense is pretty good.
You can take a Washington two-piece, take him and Steinbach.
Yeah. All right. I'll lock that in. Let's go ahead and hit the PrizePicks board. Talk about some of our favorite squares as well. Starts out with a Justin Pippen fade. Another line that was pretty weird was Syracuse.
Yeah. That game looks incredibly odd.
Yeah, thought about putting that on the sharp report. Certainly lean that way. Syracuse minus 6.5. Are you kidding me? That's pretty ridiculous against a Cal team that's just better than Syracuse, respectfully. I know Freeman's really good. Cal's a better team. 17-7 as well compared to Syracuse, who's won 4 of their last 5 games and 13-1 of late. So not playing their best ball right now, and they're catching steam up from 4.5 to 6.5 against Cal. I thought that was pretty weird. Looks like a Syracuse beatdown to me, to be honest with you. But the total's not that high. It's in the 140s. So what does that spell? That spells Justin Pippen struggling a hair. And, I'm not going to fade my guy John Camden, but I will fade Mr. Pippen, who is the second most popular square in college basketball and has a completely green fantasy score chart. That smells like cake. I'll fade him. Love Syracuse. Love the under in this game. And I'll tell you right now, Justin Pippen is not splooging. If he was, he would not be number 2 on the pop tab in CBB today. So fading him and then fading Mr. John Collins, who, also has, shocker, a fully greened out points square. He's not on the pop tab, but he is up for, his 13.5 points. And he's playing in a game tonight. Jovan, I don't know if you saw the total in that game.
Yeah.
208.
Extremely low.
We talk about totals in the teens in the NBA, looking low. 208. I haven't seen a total in the single digits here, barely above 200, probably all season, to be honest, and I will be on this under. So love the John Collins look today. Also love Houston's defense overall. We know they're one of the few teams in the NBA that actually do play defense, and also love Houston catching steam in this game as well on the spread. They are up to minus 9.5 or minus 7.5. I think they do absolutely muck up the Clippers in this game. Wanted to fade a Clipper, looking at how low this total is, and I picked Mr. John Collins, who's been really good of late. But against this big, tough, physical Houston team that plays defense, I don't think he's splooging.
No, in the rematch.
Okay?
That'll be goated.
Yep. Just had 17 against them last night.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, craft up your sell jobs here for these two squares. I'm not seeing LaJuan Watts up on the board, unfortunately, but
LaJuan Watts is off the board?
Yeah.
Who's there?
Is PRA though?
Yeah.
Dude. Okay, continue.
But I love him tonight. Sneaky love Texas Tech in that game too, to absolutely lay nug. The first time the game came around, it was a insane game. Texas Tech looked like they were going to run away with it. I guess after the first half, they're up 16, and then they proceeded to absolutely collapse. They're up 20 at one point, and then still won the game, but they only won the game by a bucket. This one was on the road in Boulder. But Colorado's weird because they're a pretty small team. Like Bengal Dak is really the only like inside presence they have with like length and athleticism. Elijah Malone's just kind of a bowling ball, but they kind of shell out everything in their power to, I guess, double any big getting paint touches, which is why every single time JT Toppin got a paint touch in that first game, they doubled the shit out of him, leaving a lot of the shooters wide open. That's why Donovan Atwell shot 13 threes. LaJuan Watt, he had 14 shot attempts, didn't put very many in the net, but he was 5-14. But they do the same thing on the boards too. So like they'll put a body or multiple bodies on the main rebounder, and that didn't work against JT Toppin. He still had 13, but LaJuan Watts, who's the main guy that comes in to clean all those up at the 4, because he's the only other guy with size, he had 11 in that game. So like he fell, he got this number, he had 11, 11, 6 in that game. And I think a lot of the reason why is because they can't afford for JT Toppin to do anything more than he already did in that game. And that's been the same thing for all of Big 12 play, even against smaller teams like TCU. They did the same shit. I think this game, I think the rebounding floor is going to be there. He has a 6.5 rebounds that I think he's going to get, but I think scoring he's going to have to be a little bit more aggressive too, because I think they're going to try and find a way to not only the amount of times that the only deadly shooter on the floor was open for them off of a JT Toppin pass was insane. I figure you're probably smarter than that. Atwell's going to be open a little less. Guys like LaJuan Watts or Jalen Petty are probably going to get more of those looks. So I think he's going to be more involved in the scoring side of things too, especially early. Like if LaJuan Watts is aggressive, he's scoring points early. So I think we get more of that. So good game for him. And then Joel Foxwell, thankfully, has had a cool down game, to call it nicely, since the Splooge Fest that I think everybody finally learned his name in the Gonzaga upset. But he's everything for this offense, and they get to play arguably the worst defense. There's a couple that you could, I guess, put in there with like Pepperdine, and I guess it's probably between Pepperdine and San Diego, but worst defense in the conference and smallest team in the conference. They don't really have a big. So Joel Foxwell not only thinks he's Curry and will take shots from the absolute fucking lot, but he's also probably one of the best passers in that conference too. So like now that they have a couple of bigs that are going to be feasting on the inside there, they're the worst paint team in I think all of the country still technically, USD is. He's going to have plenty of looks to pass the ball. And if they want to bring extra pressure on him, be my guess, this game's probably going to have a lot of points. But It's definitely going to have a lot more than last game against Seattle, where that game, it was 54-53. It was their big letdown game, even though they still won. But he shot 2 of 11, 1 for 6 from 3. Had a billion RA, though. Had 9 assists and 8 rebounds. So I think you're going to get more of that with a little bit higher of a scoring output from him than the 5 points. So
Okay.
golden matchup for him. And I ain't missing it.
All right. Great sell jobs. Already did lock in the Sharp Report 4-man. Let's smack this puppy. I'll drop the link again for you guys. If you want a tail, it's in the chat. Okay. Dubs. Cincy minus 2.5. I wager sports likes. We could talk about some CBB games.
Game looks weird.
Yeah.
Talk about an under that I thought, or less than I thought about putting on the card. PJ Haggerty just had his revenge game against the Frogs and dropped 30.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked if either one of two things. They're probably going to start Jalen Celestine, who's like huge and one of their better defenders, and they'll probably have him and Baba Miller guarding him at some point. He probably ain't scoring.
Yeah. I don't know how much I want to fade PJ Haggerty. He's an extreme me guy offensively, but
He is.
if there's a spot to do it, it's probably this one. I do
Yeah.
also kind of like Kansas State, but am I going to bet them? Nope. No shot. That is a ratchet program and a ratchet coach they got up there with Jerome Tang and this Wildcats team. I know Goots is a big-time hater.
Yeah.
Huge
Right.
hater.
Speaking of ratchet coach, do you see what, why am I blanking on his name?
Wes Miller?
Yeah. He was in like the tunnel talking to fans
Yeah.
after their last game. He's like, you deserve to be pissed. Like, I'm pissed. This is not okay. You guys need to give us everything that, like, let it all out. You deserve it. We're playing like shit.
Yeah.
Like, we got to turn it around. It's on me.
Yeah.
Like, after that game. Maybe he's getting to that point.
After their win, he said that?
Huh? After their
No.
last loss.
It was the
against
game
West
before.
Virginia?
Yeah.
The West Virginia
Okay.
game.
Well, they went on to beat UCF
Yeah, they knocked
92
UCF
to
after that.
72 the day of the Super Bowl. So,
UCF is just
I mean, they're fake good.
on the road there.
But Kansas State has not won a game since January 20th against Utah, who's terrible.
got off.
And I thought Kansas State looked pretty sharp today. Now, do I want to fade Cincy? Just betting games that's involved with Cincy is just a bad move. You never should bet on Cincy or fade Cincy. Just let them splooge. But I do lean Kansas State in that game.
Yeah.
Not going to lie. They look like the sharp play.
I will say, for the amount of respect that Kansas State usually gets at home, this one felt a little awkward.
Okay.
Because, like, in that game against Utah, Utah's not much worse than Cincinnati. They were 11-point favorites.
Yep.
Of course, that was a couple weeks ago before they started losing some more games, but I was a little surprised at that.
Okay. All right. W's. Let's pull up Pikkit. W Pikkit. What? Goods, cut the shit, man. Go to the Hokies spots. Let's see what people are betting on. Hokies have moved from 9.5 to 8, by the way. I'm feeling pretty confident in the Hokies. Now, Jovan, am I confident in the Hokies 9 times out of 10? Yeah.
I think you're selling yourself short.
Maybe
there.
7 times out of 10.
Yeah, I think you're more realistic than people would give you credit for.
I mean, sometimes they're getting crazy line disrespect, and you can kind of sniff out a blowout, sure. But, hey, we were on them in their last game, and they came through and they covered.
Yeah, they
Barely.
snuck.
We were on them against Duke. Did not cover in that game. They hung.
Worst hook of
Yeah, pretty brutal hook. They hung, right? They were right there. They blew it late. NC State, same thing. They were right there. They were hanging around the whole game. They got close. Didn't win, but they did cover against NC State. I mean, they've had a pretty tough schedule, man.
They have, yeah. Kind of murderers row.
They're beating the teams they should be beating. They're losing to the teams they should be losing to right now. At some point, though, they're going to have to flip that narrative, and they're going to have to win a game they're not supposed to if they want to get in the tournament. And it could be tonight against Clemson. Let's check out these splits. I don't have it pulled up on my screen. Now I do. And they're a public dog. Goots. Supposed to change that around to have it.
I don't really have a problem with that, though.
Yeah, I got
more
that power,
Clemson
right?
getting bets. Are you
Yep.
able to change that, Goots?
Unfortunately, no. This is not the wager wheel where I can rig it.
I feel like this spot is fantastic vibes because I remember last year when we were also in a pretty cold stretch of squad rides. One of the ones that snapped us out of the funk around the Super Bowl was fading Clemson with Georgia Tech the game before they played Duke. And I think that game was like craziest game of the year. Georgia Tech won, yada, yada, yada. But here we are again. They got Duke on Saturday.
Yeah.
In Cameron Indoor. So, I mean, maybe this is a good spot for a plethora of reasons.
Yeah, for sure. Could be a good spot to maybe fade Clemson with a little look ahead line here.
Yeah.
Okay. James Wood being considered for the Corbin Carroll replacement in the Team USA.
Team USA.
Huh. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe let it just give him like a couple. I mean, obviously it means something, but maybe some less pressure filled ABs for him to just go out there and try and hit nukes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they have no, never mind. I mean, replace Corbin Carroll's not. I mean, they have PCA on the bench, so I mean, they can put him where Corbin was. But
Yeah. I thought they'd have a bigger roster for this event. I was looking at the graphic.
yeah,
I mean, it's not like it's a billion
It's
games.
just like a normal
not.
team.
Yeah.
It's like pretty much like 25 guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what, 3 or 4 group play games, and then
Mhm.
if you get further,
I think there's
like,
4 teams in each
yeah,
group.
4 teams.
How many
so
games
3.
do you think the champion will play?
They'll
10?
they'll play.
7?
Yeah, we talked about this in the past. The 3 in the group quarters. Yeah, like 7 to 8.
Yeah.
That's it?
I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you don't need, if you have any more than a normal roster, there's going to be a bunch of guys not playing.
How did PCA squeak?
Just got aura.
How did he squeak into the World Baseball Classic?
Just aura. That's
It's
it.
aura, dude.
Not talent, just aura.
It's aura.
I mean, the guy could play one hell of center field, that's for sure.
That's
Yeah,
for
I mean,
sure.
Great defender. Let's hope he doesn't come up to the plate in any spot
Mm.
that means anything, or else we're fucking cooked.
Yeah. I agree, JJJ. Clemson ML is probably going to be in everybody's greasers tonight, guys parlays. A little bit surprised by the splits here, though, looking at all the hokey wagers. A little surprised by that, not going to lie. All right, let's look at some other games. I would love to look at Jovan, South Florida. I don't really think the Queens and Sanford splits are going to mean too much. Not very
Yeah.
popular.
Probably not much.
I want to look at South Florida, the Thunder as well from Jovan, see if people are leaning into the defending champs. South Florida, okay. Yeah, not public on the spread, but it's probably more ML wagers.
Somebody's got a nuke.
Somebody dropped a whale.
on the ML.
Yep, somebody dropped a whale. Holy smokes.
Whale. But yeah, that's probably like 50-50 looking at the spread.
Yep.
Pretty close to it.
All right. Cool. Thunder. Can we look at the NBA real quick and check out those Thunder splits?
Wonder what that one looks like. Like, I would assume just because they're the Thunder, they're probably going to be public, but it's the SGA list Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah, not really. Kind of shocked by that.
Might be in business.
Could be in business. I
Okay.
feel like the Suns are a team that nobody likes really still. They don't pay attention.
I know Devin Booker was hurt for a while. They're playing good. Without
No.
Booker.
They've been pretty good. It's like your look on the Suns is like the casual versus actual ball watcher in the NBA
Yeah.
measure right now, because the Suns are a solid team.
They've also let people down recent years.
They have, yeah, I guess.
Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, Dylan Brooks is certainly a me guy. He had probably 30 shots last night.
He's probably gonna take another 30 tonight.
I will not be fading that guy anymore. I mean, he shot like 10% from the field.
Dude,
he
that's
also
what he
got
does.
a technical in the
This
game.
whole season is Dylan Brooks me guy season.
It
which
really is.
Insane.
I thought it'd be more of a shift to Devin Booker back from injury, but no,
Yeah.
it was not.
Which I
At
wonder,
all.
in the instance that Booker doesn't play tonight, which I could see happening because it's right before the All-Star break.
Right.
It's a
I'm
back-to-back.
surprised they even brought him back to begin with.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks could take 50 shots tonight.
Is Devin Booker Bradley Beal, where they play better without him for some reason? Does he have some of that
No.
Bradley Beal in him?
No.
I don't know.
No, dude. They've been good with
I don't
him.
know. All right, just a question. Let's run the AJ Green fade again. I don't know if I have it in me. I'll be honest, Javon.
No, I'll be doing it. I'll be doing
Okay.
it. They're playing the same team. The Magic
Okay.
rematch.
All right, fine, I'm in.
I'm living with it.
Fine, I'm in. I'll pair that with Avery Howe, the women's college basketball square fade.
I haven't even looked at his square. I wonder
AJ
what's
Green.
about.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now, trying to see what's going on. Goots, any PODs for today? Any games you were eyeing? I know you had a couple sneak bets last night that you did not tell us about that all hit. So appreciate that one.
Nah.
George Washington.
And Gonzaga. We talked about Gonzaga.
Gonzaga.
was
Good play.
Peepaw.
We did talk about that one.
Knuckle, dude.
We did talk about that one.
Oh
But
my
yeah, Goots.
God, his squares are insane.
I walk in to the living room last night, and Goots is like, yeah, I locked in George Washington. Freest play on the fucking board last night. I was like, Goots, you didn't say a peep about GW last night.
It was
Or
not
the
as
entire
free
day.
as you think it was.
I know it wasn't. They made you sweat. But
Yeah.
it was such a sharp play from Goots. Castro was out.
Yep.
Their best player was out. They were still favorites last night for some reason.
Yep.
And they covered. I was like, Goots, you kept that one to yourself?
Well,
You son of a gun.
shout out my Notre Dame brother Kyle Beef putting that in the chat.
Ooh.
Stream yesterday.
And instead of
And late and before the game
Speaking
started, I was looking. I was like, "Damn, I want one more play." And I saw it, and I was like, "You know what? I'm locking in with Kyle."
great
Beef.
call, Goots.
Oh,
Great call.
yeah,
God.
Goots, how was your first full ace glass experience? I don't think he did shit.
He didn't. I mean, I
scoring
went to bed
last
before the
night.
game ending, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, it was just there was no offense on Washington State.
He was just. I mean, they just doubled him pretty much every time down the court.
Yeah.
So they have nobody else in that team.
Hmm.
No boards though, or not 4.
How are we going to fade AJ Green?
I think it's just his points again. I'm staring at a. He has a 3.5 field goal made demon on the board, which
Okay.
was a gob last game.
Yeah.
And then he's in 3 different 3-point combos, which all he shoots is threes realistically. So we're just taking points.
Okay. I'm in. And then, gosh, what was the women's square that they told us in the chat to take? What was the
Howell.
name on that? Howell.
Right.
Sam Howell.
Sam Howell,
That's what it was. Yep.
Avery Howell.
AJ Green, Sam Howell, less thans. I mean, that could feed fams.
That could shit feed him and Tickle Joe.
Yep. I'm in. All right, Dubs. Should we look at a couple other CBB games? We don't have to go over every game because we do have the Crab Trap later. Okay, W Crab Trap. College basketball spaces later. So we'll talk about some of those, ball sack states and mid majors in that spaces. But we could look at a couple other games on the slate for tonight's. No need to talk about the Terps. Skip through that one.
Sure.
We
GCU game is fantastic.
Mm.
Staring at that one. GCU late night. Want to take the Lopes really, really bad. Really bad.
Mm.
I'm just. Does look like kind of an easy button to push. Does look very Nebraska-ish.
Okay.
I was trying to hold it, but they got pelted the first game. And I think New Mexico sneakily has been getting worse and worse ever since. I mean, should be a great matchup for them to figure it out. But it does look like an eerily easy button. I'm trying my best to avoid it.
I have a triple reverse fade play.
Really. Really.
It's a game we have not talked about yet. It's a college basketball game. Any guesses?
Hold on, let me see. Triple reverse fade.
There's a triple reverse fades
And I
on the
assume
board.
it's the favorite that you're leaning into here.
No.
No. Really?
Yeah, the play that I'd be taking would be the dog.
Really?
Hmm. The dog looks so free that the favorite's going to be the play everybody's taking.
Oh,
That favorite's going to be cake, so the dog's going to hit triple reverse fade.
is it Mizzou?
No.
No.
I need to peep that. I don't even think I looked at that game.
Is it fading Ohio State?
Yes.
Dude,
Yes.
thought there was no way you're going to that game.
Well, I'm not betting it. But I'm telling you right now, that's a triple reverse if I've ever seen one. USC looks like the freest play on the board, getting 7.5 points. You're getting a touchdown and a field goal with Gilbert Arenas as his son, who's playing great right now. They've won 3 games in a row. Trojans might be back, right?
Yep.
A lot of points they're giving you. Buckeyes are coming off a loss. They've lost 3 of their last 5 games. Not looking too sharp. USC looks so free with the points that everybody's going to sniff it out and say, just like in the chat right now, they are. They're going to say Ohio State should not be laying that many points. I'm betting them. Sharps and the squares are going to be all over Ohio State today. And what's not going to happen? Ohio State ain't covering that game. Triple reverse fade. Take the Trojans. Back Elijah Arenas. Take the
So
dog.
good.
And
he's
the
so
O's,
good.
or Jesus, Ohio State is the O's.
The O's?
Yos.
Ohio State is the O's.
No.
They are. We've talked
No.
about this, where whenever they're sharp, they never come through. Whenever they are the squarest play of all time, that's when they actually come through and respect your coins.
Yeah, they are the king of that.
They are the O's of college basketball.
One thing
They look like the sharpest play on the board.
One thing I will say. First time that Elijah Arenas has had squares up on.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Yeah.
So he's probably not splitting, which means you probably got to take.
Maybe the under.
Maybe
Is
we take somebody else.
Baker Mazzara out?
Yeah, he's been out for a couple games.
Well, yeah,
He's-
I watched
he's
the game. He
not,
got hurt. I just didn't know if he came back.
He's
or
not chalked. He'll be back soon, but I don't know if he's playing tonight.
Yeah, no, he missed the last couple games, and I think he's out for a couple more.
And that also could have something to do with that line being fat,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
But somebody's got. We go
Kofi
Ezra
now.
Sarr or Kofi. Kofi's low-key Hennessy, dude. I love Jacob Kofi.
Ovi said fading the O's is going to be so fun this baseball season.
I'm real sensitive about the O's today, so stop it.
For what?
What's a handmade bone?
I don't know, but why is everybody in
I'm
baseball
done with
today-
handmade
dude.
bones.
I saw 3 different players now are going to be on the IL to start the season with
4.
a handmade bone.
Well, no, the 4th I'm forgetting, but it's Lindor, Corbin, and Jackson.
Yeah.
Actually, so mad. I was fully getting to the table with adding my 3rd member of the Goat Whale. It was gonna be the first ever home run under. Home
Wow.
run less than. Then Hammond Bone. He ain't even gonna be there opening.
Who were you thinking?
Former Carroll.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice job.
Okay. Splits are looking a little interesting here on USC, Ohio State, not gonna lie. But again, it doesn't matter. What matters is it's Ohio State. They look sharp, which means they're not coming through. You got, guys, you know how much I want to take Ohio State in this game? I want to take them so bad. They look like the craziest, sharpest favorite on the slate. Can't do it. It doesn't hit. It doesn't work. I wish it did. It doesn't. Sucks.
Nuck.
They just don't respect coins. They are the O's of the hardwoods.
Just so.
Okay. Holiday and Westbrook cooked. GG Goots from Phil's.
Yeah, G.
Oh, we're definitely not trading Kevin Mayo now. Can't wait to see him at 3rd.
Nope.
Just
Phil's, can I get you on the Hokies tonight in CBB? You think Phil's ever bets college basketball?
no.
No shot.
Phil's is locked where he's supposed to be in the greatest
He's
sport
locked
in
to
the
the
world.
Diamonds.
The Diamond.
Phil's, do you want to boycott MLB The Show with me this year? It's the same game every year, and Aaron Judge is all over it. And they also added UVA to the game.
I mean,
It's one of the
it's a
colleges.
crowd.
I think they've been in there before.
If they have, I didn't notice it. I let it squeak. But I will not be purchasing this year because of the UVA Cavaliers and because of Aaron Judge. Thanks, Judge. Appreciate it. All right.
Unbelievable.
You're literally doing that with VT, Queens, and Sanford, though, Cole is saying. I'm a little bit confused.
I feel like those are
Roll up.
pretty wildly different plays than Ohio State, USC.
Ohio State is the Orioles of the hardwoods.
Yeah, it's not a new thing. We've talked about this for maybe 3 or 4 years at this point. I feel like anybody
Yes.
who bets college basketball pretty much knows that Ohio State is like the fake sharp team,
Yes.
like always. So like
Virginia
that logic
Tech
always
is
works.
14-10 against the spread. If you bet them every game this year on the spread, you're making money. They are not similar whatsoever. I'm not really understanding Cola, but
Not a bad question.
maybe you can clarify.
Would
Why does
cover
the same
next
logic
year.
all of a sudden never work? Yeah, I just don't understand the connect there.
I think it's just the fact that he's on Ohio State and wants to feel better about it.
Yeah, he said he added another unit.
That should go well.
Yep.
That makes sense though. What happens if Judge or if James Wood gets on the cover next year?
Then I'm all in. What?
How much are you spending on that game?
Yeah, I will be getting every cool James Wood card they have in the game. All jokes aside, I probably will be playing this year, but
I have to.
best. I want to look at Mizzou as well. You brought Mizzou up as a weird line. I wanted to give that a peep. I don't know if I can fade A&M anymore. Although they have lost 2 in a row now.
Yeah. That's just like that gives me similar looks way too easy vibes.
Yep. Mizzou, A&M. Yep. Yep.
I feel like this is exactly when Mizzou, like both sides, I guess, like with Texas A&M's the big sharp favorite, don't come through, and Mizzou's the big dog that is, it's incredibly sharp to fade them. This is exactly when they come out and they're the best team of all time.
Yep.
I mean, that gives me very similar vibes.
Could so see that. Could so see that. PCA over James Wood, I'll say it. Kyle B, I wouldn't be saying stuff like that. Come on now. You're telling me you're taking PCA to start your team instead of James Wood? Come on. Come on. Let's be real here. Yeah, look at these splits, man. Everybody's betting on Buckyball.
That's surprising.
Yeah, it is. A little bit. Okay. USC is on fire. Ohio State is not. Clemson is on fire. VT is not. You're fading one and backing the other.
Well, Clemson is a ranked team. Like, they are better than VT.
A lot better.
A lot better. And USC, frankly, is better than Ohio State. And it's pretty opposite circumstances. I don't really get that comp either. Yeah, you're going to have to get James Wood World Baseball Classic jersey if he's on the team.
Yeah, we could do that. We could certainly do that.
What do you do if they accidentally send you Judge?
I crashed my car off a cliff in GTA, probably.
And your car would still probably be in better shape than Rav's.
Yeah. I still cannot believe Rav's car is just falling apart. Corroding. Unbelievable.
Corroding.
All right. Has PCA had the biggest turnaround from underrated to overrated we've ever seen?
Probably.
I mean, yeah, like he definitely had a tale of two halves that we see a lot in baseball, where a guy gets off to a good start and then kind of fades away in the second half. Definitely recent, yeah. I mean, you could make the same argument for James Wood as well. He kind of went ghost mode in the second half.
He never had the slurp that PCA did, just because he's a Cub and James Wood is a national. So
yeah,
unless people actually know fucking dyes his hair, but strikes out 4 times a game.
Yep.
Great defender though.
Yeah.
They'll make sure you know that after his 0 for 4 with 4 Ks.
Yep. Can we make the squad ride an MLB future so we can't lose till at least September?
I got just the one.
That's smart. And Goots loves the O's win total over.
No, the Marlins.
Marlins.
White Sox.
Mr. Team.
White Sox is crazy, bro.
No, White Sox is pretty popular this year.
Yeah.
It's not like out of left field.
Yeah.
But it's for all the right reasons. Like the A's last year. Yeah, we're getting close.
A's are going over too.
I mean, A's. This might be first World Series run, Krabs.
This could be.
Might be the first.
Are you ready?
What's our end year on that? Is it 35?
You have 9 more seasons, including this season about to come up right now.
Okay.
Your first season was last year.
So all my rotation pieces that I like in their farm are slowly making their way up.
Yeah.
Slowly gonna.
Once we're in the World Series
win
and
us a series.
Jamie Arnold starting game 1, I mean, we're golden.
And then you got Gage Jump right behind him.
Once you get to my age, you'll understand the prospects are just prospects.
Krabs. Every player starts as a prospect. Every player on your team, the Nats, was a prospect. And the ones that have worked out have worked out.
No.
Krabs.
What do you mean, no?
James Wood was not a prospect.
Yes, he was.
He was a star off the rip.
Nah.
He was traded.
You think
Bryce Harper was not a prospect. He was a guaranteed star. Guaranteed star, never a prospect.
Guaranteed.
Prospect means...
You know who else is supposed to be a guaranteed star? Henry Davis, and he is quail meat.
Shit.
No, do not.
Yes, he was the first pick.
He was the first overall pick.
If you're the first pick, that does not mean shit. What matters is the eye test. Steven Strasburg, Bryce Harper, those guys were never prospects. You know why, Goots? Guaranteed stars. Guaranteed centerpieces of franchises where it was never a singular doubt ever. From the rip, those guys got to skip. You know how in golf you go to the Corn Ferry before you get to go on tour? These guys in baseball, those 2 guys I just named, Strasburg, Harper, they got to skip the Corn Ferry tour. They went straight on the tour.
You know who's also
skip being a prospect?
You know
There's
who's
just
also
no
in that
guarantees.
category of like guaranteed stars?
Who?
Fucking Adley, and he sucks.
Well,
Adley sucks.
Adley was, and you know what? He delivered for a while. He had a couple down years.
What did he
couple
deliver?
injury.
He delivered
injury-riddled years.
early
What did he
on.
deliver?
He
He
delivered
he had
early
like
on,
a
yeah.
5-war season.
What did he deliver?
He delivered early on a little bit.
In what? Fucking July
he was one of the
against
best-
the Rockies?
I mean, the Orioles suck. He was one of the best players on the Orioles.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
So he delivered.
What did that
He
do?
was a star on the
He was a
Orioles.
huge part of the year we won the AL East and we won over 100 games.
And did what with it?
We lost to the Rangers. But
The Rangers.
that doesn't mean that he didn't
The
produce.
Rangers.
He did all he could. He's one man.
It's just like if you're like certified guaranteed star, like Strasburg has a ring, Bryce Harper's Bryce Harper.
But that doesn't mean they weren't prospects prior
I know
to that.
I'm not arguing that part.
Yes.
I'm with you on that. They started somewhere. Like there's no guarantees here. That's my point. Like James Wood got traded.
The single most important thing in baseball is developing talent.
Young
Then
talent.
why the Dodgers don't do that at all, and they keep winning World
They're the
Series.
worst.
It's either somebody develops it for them, and then they just swipe
But
their card.
If Goots is
They're
saying
ruining
the
the
most important
game.
thing in baseball is developing talent, and then the team that's won back-to-back years has not
I'm
developed
not
any
s-
talent
I'm-
whatsoever,
It's
then
just
how can
because
that be true?
somebody develops the talent. They just happen to buy them.
Someone
There's
developed.
a farm system for every team.
They're not
The
buying young
Someone's
talent,
developing
they're just
Andy
buying
Pajes.
superstars.
They're
Someone
buying them
developed Andy
after that.
Pajes.
Yeah,
Sure.
Someone's
Andy
developing
Pajes.
Jose DePaula and Zaire Hope and Jackson Ferris. All their rat
And
shit
those guys
prospects.
are never going to play a
They
single
might.
game on the
DePaula and
Dodgers.
Zaire Hope might.
One of those guys you just named will play on the Dodgers. The other
Well, look,
three will be traded for a current star.
We'll
the
see.
Braves developed Freddie Freeman. The
Yep.
Red Sox developed Mookie Betts.
Sure.
The Astros developed Kyle Tucker.
But if what you're saying is the most important thing in baseball is developing talent, that's wrong. The most important thing in baseball is having money to buy the
You
players.
do
that are
a
ready
little
to
bit of
develop.
both.
Right now
That's what
it
the
is.
Astros did so well. That's why they
Yeah.
won so much.
Yes, but
Right now
times
it
have
is.
changed. Times have changed where the Dodgers have so much money, they're wanting to do all this deferred money so much where it doesn't matter if you could develop prospects.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
we
just
know
go
that.
buy
That's why baseball fucking sucks right now.
That's what we're saying.
The point is somebody has to develop those guys. The Dodgers
Sure.
are just one of like the only teams that can have somebody do it for them and then
Yes.
just swipe their card.
But
But like they can't come out of thin air.
You can't anymore say that the most important part of how to win a World Series is developing the young talent. It's not.
It's having talent that is developed. That's the best way to put it. Like
Okay,
guys
no
can't come out
shit.
of thin air.
Having talent, having the best team is going to help you win a World Series. No shit. What I'm saying is the most important part is having a fuck ton of money. That's all that matters. Just like in NIL with college sports right now, just like in baseball, you just got to have coin. You don't have to develop a single fucking player. We've talked with Austin Gauthier on the show multiple years. That guy's never going to play on the Dodgers, ever.
You know how fucked up that
And
is?
he had one of the best. He had two of the best minor league seasons we've seen in the last 5 years in baseball. He was getting slurped on Twitter. People were talking about him having the best year out of any minor leaguer at any level. Doesn't matter. He will never play a single snap on the Dodgers. You know why? Because talent doesn't mean shit anymore. Just buying the best veterans that have already been developed.
Then who's gonna
It's
make
how
up?
you win.
Who's gonna make up the rest of the 29 teams, Krabs?
Yeah. Because I mean, as much as the Dodgers have it on easy mode, like the Angels also have money. They just choose to give it to Anthony Rendon and
Yeah.
Yusei
They make wrong
Kikuchi.
decisions, which is gonna
They make
happen.
wrong decisions. The Dodgers just happen to spend their money in the right places more than other teams. They
I'm
just
not
have
saying they're
more.
not smart.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like there's something there, obviously.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
it's-
smart. They're smart.
They have it on much easier than all
They
the teams.
said,
but,
"Oh, we can
other teams
actually-
also make it worse."
It's also gonna
Sure.
change next
But-
year. So
Yeah, after this year, it's done. Anyway.
Yeah, it will.
So I mean, it is what it is.
because they've wanted a luxury tax 5 straight years, and they don't care about the tax they're paying, and something needs to change.
yeah, after this year, they're gonna start bitching about it the same way fucking Saban did once NIL was a thing and the playing field.
And
was
you should
leveled.
be more upset about it because what they're doing with the luxury tax is the reason Austin Gauthier is never going to get a chance at the Dodgers.
Yeah, it's big. Dude, what the fuck is me getting upset going to do about it?
I don't know. That might change.
I've been preaching from the
Manfred's
mountaintops
listening.
forever, and we're still okay with it.
We cannot say that the most important thing in baseball is developing young talent anymore. Unfortunately, the most important thing in baseball right now is having the money to buy
Krabs.
stars.
Well,
If
you
Kyle
could
Tucker
argue-
was not developed with the Astros, he would not be here right now.
you could
I
also
know,
argue that
Goots.
because
I know.
of the way baseball is right now, for teams to actually develop the talent becomes 50 more important for anybody not named the Dodgers.
But it doesn't matter because the Dodgers are going to win every year.
Not this year.
No, they're not. It's going to come crashing down and crumbling at some
They
point.
ain't winning shit this year.
I don't know.
As the most contrarian guy in the room, you're just going to sit here and say, yeah, Dodgers minus 250 to win the
They've
World
proven
Series.
that it works the last 2 years. What's
And
going to
proven
change?
shit. They've just bought talent and done
I know.
nothing.
And Goots,
What's
what did
worked?
it do?
They're
What did
ruining the game.
What did it do, Goots?
What do you mean, what did it do?
What did them doing the fucked up stuff and paying for veterans and deferring all the money, what did it do? What did it result in?
It resulted in them winning.
2 World
You're
Series.
right. You're right. Scummy World Series. Little Pecker
Yeah,
World
it
Series.
sucks. It sucks. It's not good for the game. There's going to be a lockout. There's going to be changes, sure. But we can't sit here and say that prospects mean anything anymore when there's teams bending the rules, pushing the limits, being scumbags, and just buying the best veterans on the block.
I understand
every
your
year.
point. I understand. It's just
Unfortunately, that is now the most important thing is how much coin are you willing to spend and defer? Sucks. Sucks. Not good for baseball. There will be a lockout. There needs to be a salary cap. It's the only way they're going to be able to reel this in, which sucks because I don't necessarily think there should be a salary cap, but there has to be.
Has to be.
There has to be, or else teams
Cap
are
and
just going to
floor.
keep doing scumbag moves like what the Dodgers are doing. There has to be a salary cap. There has to be regulation. Or else the Dodgers are going to sign. They're going to have the best team in baseball. They're going to bring over Rafi Devers at some points. They're going to bring over James Woods, Gunny Bunny,
Gunny Bunny.
I don't even know to pick.
I'd hope they bring over Gunny
Junior
Bunny. That'd be great.
Caminaro from the Rays.
That's probably free.
Took me a second to find a good Ray.
Probably free.
Like, it's just going to get out of hand. It's going to get worse. It already is. It's already worse this year. They brought in Kyle Tucker to LA. We say this the last 3 years now, 3 years in a row. This is the best Dodgers team we've ever seen. It is, again, for the 3rd year in a row. It's the best team we've ever seen in baseball history, ever. They have Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Kyle Tucker, Shohei Ohtani hitting 1 through 4. How the fuck are anybody in baseball going to be able to beat that team?
power of friendship.
Still waiting on Trent, dude. Trent
You
won't
could
take
beat-
my action on the
Power
same bet
friendship.
we have in the NBA.
And you could beat them once. But the thing about baseball is that you got to win a series. And it's hard to beat a team
If-
like that
if-
in a series.
If the Blue Jays and the Dodgers played a series right after they played the 7, the Blue Jays would win. I guarantee it. Guarantee it.
Yeah, I mean the Blue Jays roster wasn't even really good.
No,
They took them to 7.
they were just red hot. Yeah.
It's had guys who had heart, actually cared about it.
Yeah. And they had guys who were red hot and setting baseball records for most hits in the playoffs. And I mean, Ernie Clement was,
And me.
Yeah,
they had
Ernie
guys
Clement
who were
was
just
splurging.
on absolute fire. They were like the Nats,
That's what you need, man.
but it still wasn't enough.
To close out this conversation, Otani's a liar and a bad person.
Okay.
And you're all blind to it.
I don't know if he was a liar. Well, actually, I do know he's a liar.
Yeah, I mean,
That's it. That's it.
I don't know if he's a
Move on.
bad person, but he's definitely not a good one, and he was definitely betting on games.
what do we think Otani's on today? 'Cause he for sure
Probably
has some legs.
Ohio State.
He's
There's
probably
no
he probably
way-
nuked the Buckeyes.
There's no way Shohei was sitting at that Gonzaga basketball game back in the day with no action. in the game.
Dude, he
There's just
had
no shot.
Zags minus $1 billion.
There's
for
no shot
sure.
that he was not betting on that game. There's
He
no
had
way.
nukes deployed.
There's no way. Just like Ray Lewis had a fall guy, Shohei had a fall guy. You need a good fall guy, Goots. You do.
Why are you throwing in Ray, man?
Ray did
Because
sneaky kill a guy.
just like Shohei, he was so good at what he did, Goots, that
This didn't matter.
somebody literally took all the fall for a murder. We don't talk about that enough. That's actually crazy.
Insane.
That's how good of a football player Ray Lewis was.
There's only a handful of guys in history that would have gotten that treatment.
Most would be in jail.
Yeah.
Yes.
Most would
Impressive.
be James Pierce, where
Yeah.
he's going to be out
James
of the league
Pierce
for
is
good.
not good enough to be
No,
given
nowhere
another
close.
chance. No.
Nowhere close.
Ray Lewis was that fucking good. And you know what? If Ed Reed pulled that, he probably would have gotten the same treatment.
Yeah, he for sure would have.
2 goats. All right. That being said, can we go to PrizePicks? Let's try to find a king of the board play for today.
Ooh,
It worked
yes.
yesterday, crafting up on stream or picking on stream.
If Justin Pippen pulls that same treatment, depending on what he does today.
I like my 2 less thans on there, Pippen and Collins. Also, a couple more less thans as well that our options are fading AJ Green again, going back to the well. We could fade Avery Howell and take the women's college basketball square as well. Um,
I would like to point out as well, despite Berg loss, Brock Harding had 0 points yesterday.
wow.
Not a single shot in bucket.
Wow. Gosh. We could have been at that game with TCU squad ride tickets in our pockets yesterday. Storming the court. Could have been on the court, hanging out with Brock Harding.
Hanging out with
That's
Brock.
what we should be thinking of. Not that Brock Harding had 0 fucking points.
Or, in fact, we could have been in Dallas with
Yeah, we
dudes
coulda went
splooting for backdoor covers.
30 minutes down the street, saw Carson Tout.
Yep.
Did he even have? I saw he had no points at
Dude,
halftime. Did he have any points?
The free throw shooting is starting to piss me off a little bit.
I mean, he's terrible. Dude.
He's really bad.
I know he practices it, but it's so funny how he just cannot get better at it.
It's
when
like
he-
the yips.
When he made 2 in a row in South Bend like a couple games ago, everyone was.
He has the yips.
At least you have Cole Serta,
Yep.
What did he do yesterday? Anything?
kind of.
How many points? I need to know.
I forget.
I need to know.
I'm looking. 16.
Ooh.
Harrelson had a
You
great
went more
game.
than.
Oh, he squeaked.
And
How many
Shrewsbury,
assists for
it's
Harrelson?
just the only reason we covered the game. He had 1. Is because we made threes. When Braden and Serta are making threes, that's the only way we can cover or even come close to winning games.
Yeah. That's not good.
Not good at all.
It's hard
Not
to
good.
rely on 3-pointers to
Yeah,
be
and
competitive.
Braden also is a traffic cone.
Yeah.
Cone, dude.
We could also fade Donovan Mitchell tonight. He's one of those discounts.
This feels like a handout, cop out.
Also against the Wizards with a very high total when they're tanking.
Yeah, that probably
But I will
is.
say D.
He's-
Mitch's points did get bumped down from 27.5 to 26.5. So pretty weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be a blowout.
There's also that Nurkic less than 9.5 rebounds.
I don't know if I've got any
The
Nurkic
Jazz?
fades left in me, man. I'll be
Okay.
honest.
We can't do that
Goots
one
might have ruined that for me.
unless you want to collab. If you want to do that one,
Already,
Already-
Goots collab.
I already got the board review.
Oh, they're on that.
That's their king of the board play.
No shot. Nurkic less
Nurkic?
than rebounds?
Less than points, actually. Wow, the points and rebounds are the same number.
Huh.
Yeah, they're on Nurkic less than points, 9.5.
Wow. Also, AJ Green is up on the pop tab, but it's not for his point square. For his points and rebounds combo. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
Anybody in the Olympics we could fade?
Dude. Not even like at hockey, it's real hockey. It's tomorrow that we can bet on.
I don't know what I'm looking at here.
What's crazy
Skeleton?
is
Skeleton lesson.
Snowman came on the spaces yesterday, Crab Trap Spaces, and was very disappointed in me. He said he thought Lindsey Vaughn was going to be me guy of the week for tearing her ACL, saying, "Oh no, I'm still racing," and then
Wow.
taking a spot from someone else who was a backup and probably ready to hop in,
That
and then getting airlifted. And
sneaky gets, yeah, that might have
I
gotten swept.
literally lost it when he said that. I was geeking.
That might have been,
It should have
An
been Lindsey.
oversight.
It should have been Lindsey
I'm
Vaughn.
glad that wasn't her. She's a legend, man.
She is a legend,
That's a
but-
me guy move.
She's a legend for sure. She's a goat. But that was a me guy move,
Guy move.
and it was hilarious when you brought that up in the spaces.
Especially because, was she not with fucking Tiger?
Yeah, a while ago. Yeah,
So she's seen firsthand. Injuries can fuck you.
yeah.
Harder than Tiger can.
Should have known. Should have known. I think they still won the event, so it didn't end up mattering.
I mean, you almost cost your team.
Kinda was a me guy move.
cost team medals.
Yep. All right, chat. Any recs for King of the Board? Less thans on PrizePicks.
Like, that is-
It's a PLL hat, Cola.
It is truly just. It is truly just.
Trent's in the Alex Caruso spaces right now. Yeah, they don't watch
Nah.
BTL out there for some reason. They
Nah.
watch all the other streams, but no BTL out in the
Alex
office for some reason.
Caruso Spaces. Are you kidding me? That is just.
Jose Sa under 1.5 goals allowed. Who is that?
I did see. Fuck, is it Haupt? Yeah, it is Haupt. Luke Haupt for New Mexico had l'insanity game of a lifetime.
Hmm.
Last game. He is he averages like 6 points a game. He just had 30.
Hmm.
He's got a 9.5 point square, 0.53 square. And I think that game probably is disgusting in terms of point total. Something to think about, potentially.
Yeah, well, who was it?
Luke Haupt, Haupt.
Who the fuck is that?
Just one of the New Mexico guards. But he doesn't really shoot like that.
Coming off a 30 piece, bro.
Yeah.
That one feels right.
He had game of Eon.
You like the under in that game?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I really want to push the GCU button. Probably not going to get there because that might be cake, but I think regardless, that game's probably gross.
Yeah. I like that square, dude. Luke Haupt. Less than 9.5 points.
Luke fucking.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a half a 3-point made square up after hitting 3, I bet.
Yeah, he had. First time they knocked him by 23. They scored 87 points. He had 11 in that game, but it was only on 5 shots. He
Okay.
had 4 free throws, 1 for 1 from 3, so not crazy volume. Jake Hall was the guy per usual.
Okay. Cool. I think we go with that Luke Haupt, less than 9.5 points.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm in on that.
After a 30 piece.
Is it that or is it 3?
So do I, but let's look how good this 3-point defense is real quick for Grand Canyon.
GCU. Pretty sure off the top of my head.
44.
Pretty good.
44th in the country.
Yeah.
I think we just fade his points.
I'm down.
I think we keep it simple.
Just wanted to give all angles there.
Yeah.
Another player for Steak says not real.
Yeah. That guy. Who the hell is Luke Haupt?
Luke Haupt.
I said his name differently every time. All right. We'll take his less than 9.5 points for king of the board, W's. Let's talk squad ride. I do want to involve you guys, but I am going to put my foot down and make the pick here. Couple options, Jovan.
Yeah. Study
okay.
train.
All right, fine. Goots, do me a favor. If you're around, if you're local, my man, run that shit. I want to see that train. Okay. I'm going to tell you what plays we've talked about today from either of us are green. And we'll go from there. VT's green. They're covering the spread tonight. Sanford, -5.5, is hitting. I think the Thunder
Really?
and Jovan are hitting.
Really?
I do. So let's see if there's any like hit type of plays from yesterday on the slate that we talked about.
Sneak Pit ASU. The Rav 2-piece was in there and was green.
Mm-hmm.
That we were joking.
Yep. Rav hit a W2-piece parlay last night with Pitt and Arizona State.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, crazy. Syracuse is one that's interesting. Do I like it more than VT, Sanford, the Thunder? Probably not. But Syracuse is certainly in play.
I feel like the sneak hit play might be Texas Tech.
Ooh.
I'll say it. Laying
-14.5 against Colorado.
-2 tutties.
Okay. Quick sell jobs. What do you like about them against Colorado? You like fading Colorado off a win, obviously.
Yeah, Colorado's either shoot the lights out pretty much or they get knuckled.
Okay.
First game around, they did that for a half, and then they did each of those for a half. And Tech was up 20, and the game ended up being decided by a bucket. I think they're too much for them. Plus, they're also knuck on the road. Feels kind of fat.
Yeah, I do like that spread. Okay. Texas Tech is definitely an option for sure.
Triple reverse, is that an option?
Eh.
I feel like it's better regardless to not involve that in the squad, right?
I'd rather just take
Ohio
the
State
Hokies,
is Ohio
probably.
State.
Yeah. I don't think we want to involve Ohio State at all.
I do feel pretty strongly about the Bulls. I'll say that.
Okay.
I will not stick my neck out for too many short home favorites, but road favorites have been working,
Okay.
and they're in that bunch.
ODU plus 2.5 against Marshall.
And I saw that spread. That's fucking gross.
Marshall is coming off a loss. ODU is coming off some wins. So
Yeah, I know Marshall is going to be the Warriors after last game, of
Yep.
course.
making sure there's no loose ends we're missing on the CBB slate here.
No loose ends. Cannot afford loose ends.
No.
Simply can't.
I liked BC against Stanford plus 2.5, but Stanford's coming off of a win. Before that, they were really struggling, but they're 15-9 still. But they have not been the same team without Akpara since he went down. BC plus 2.5 at home, sitting at 9-14. I like BC. I like Kansas State, like we talked about earlier. NBA, let's do the quickest of sweeps here. Take a peep at some games. Looks like the Wizards are going to get knocked.
Wizards might get knocked.
I also really like the under in the Clippers in the Houston game. Under 208.5. How often do you see totals that low these days?
Pretty low. The game yesterday, though, did not cross 200,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Yeah. Okay.
Seeing 210.5 there.
Hmm.
Under also up to 8.5.
Okay.
Hornets are probably going to be Peepaw's knock after whole app was on them last game. And shockingly, Trent Rav are the only ones on the other side and cashed. That's probably the fake sharp play of the day on the Hawks.
You guys can save your time in the chat. We're never bringing back the Twitch poll, so
Yeah.
save your energy.
Trent and Rav did that for the first time yesterday. It was immediate tie. They ran one for something so minuscule that didn't even matter. Immediate tie.
I don't get it.
There's no point.
I don't get it. How is it funny to tie a poll? If that's funny, like, and you're like, for you, you need to get your humor up.
Yeah.
In the Big 2 Cents.
A tie is not better than a
Go to-
loss because a tie means there's no squad ride.
Go to a comedy cellar. Go see a comedian. Okay, go learn about humor. All right, enough yapping. I mean, we all know what the squad ride is. It's Virginia Tech plus 8.5. So it's the Hokies. That's going to be the squad ride. I want to see what the line's going to be here. I did like some other plays. I love my other two plays, obviously. I like the Thunder minus 7.5. I like the under in the NBA. It's at 208.5. I like that Texas Tech angle. But if there's one play that has to be the squad ride for tonight, if there's one play that is hitting without a doubt, it is the Hokies. Let me get you guys a number.
Still seeing 8.5s.
Yeah, some of them are minus 115, but mainly 8.5s. Okay. BT plus 8.5. This is how we get off the schneid. This is how we hit our first squad ride of February. This is how we win. The Hokies are covering.
Foot down.
The Hokies are the squad ride, the first ever host selected squad ride. This is how we're going to change it up. This is how we're going to win. Okay? The Hokies are covering. I think they're winning.
I am honestly with you. I would give so much more pushback if I wasn't with you.
Neo had to sneak 15 points. Last game, nobody's talking
He
about
might
it.
be heating up.
He hit a 3. Goots, he hit a 3.
That doesn't
see
happen
it?
very much.
He hit a 3. He did. Chat, W stream today. We appreciate you. Okay, the squad ride is going to be the Hokies. Hope you guys hit all of your wagers tonight, unless you're Cola and you are fading the triple reverse fades. Besides that, though, hope you guys hit all of your wagers for tonight. Hope you enjoy the Olympics. There's some tennis on tonight. Goots, any big tennis matches tonight?
I don't know. I need to look into it. I just threw it
Okay.
on to see what was going on.
Okay.
There's one in Dallas that me and Rav are trying to go to.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Boots on ground at
The Star.
Yeah, the Dallas. Is it the Star?
Is that
Yeah.
the Star?
Pretty cool.
No.
Yeah. Trying to
Boots
see Ben
on
Shelton.
ground at the tennis tourney in Dallas here this weekend.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Okay. Chat, we appreciate you guys. Squad ride is Virginia Tech plus 8.5. Do me a favor, stick around for the Yap. I believe they're having LC on the stream today as well, which is a W. So
Wow.
Excited to watch the app this afternoon. Excited to see what they craft up. Let's see what Nod Pods ends up winning the vote here. After a tough night last night, the Nod Pods have still been really successful. Let's hope they can bounce back after the Knicks last night. Very excited to see what the Nod Pod is. And watch the app. Okay? Dubs.
Sure it is.
Yep. P-Dub. That's exactly how it's going to go, bro. First non-vote squad ride had to be the Hokies. It's going to cash. Don't overthink it. Okay? Awesome. Crab Trap, 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central. Okay, we'll talk through the rest of the CBB slates on X. We got Randope getting involved with a resub here before we close out. W Randope.
Let's go.
Appreciate you, Randope. He says hockey's ML. Okay.
He means
Okay.
well. Means well with that one.
Okay.
The hoax.
Good try. Randope. Appreciate you, boss. W Subby. All right, guys. We'll catch you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Squad ride, Virginia Tech plus 8.5. We'll be seeing.
We'll bet.
Peace.